Welcome to Week in Review, ladies and gentlemen. I am Wilfred J. Pemberley, the host and creator of this show, and today's special guest is...
Special guest my ass, I'm the creator of the show. You're the special guest.
No, I resent that, sir. I make this show. I put in the hard work every week.
You do nothing but sit here and shout and crack jokes. I do all the hard work. I'm the one who composes the video. I'm the one who writes the essays. I'm the one who posts everything online. You sit on your fat gas ass while I do all the real work, and you goddamn know it.
I respectfully disagree with you, sir.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Whatever, this is Week in Review. Spin the wheel! Oh good, we're starting with the coaster category, which is the one thing that me and Wilfred can agree on, is that we both hate the coaster category.
That is right, the coaster category is an embarrassment to mankind.
But this week it's actually, we've actually got something good to talk about for the first time ever.
Ha! I doubt it.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Prove it! Prove it this instant, you lying sack of shit!
Fine, I will. The best coaster of the week is a coaster titled... well, not really a coaster, more of a map with a coaster in it, titled Carnival MobArena Map, created by Rollo Folo.
Oh, that's just not fair. That's more than a coaster. He did a whole goddamn theme park. Of course it's good! There's more than just a stupid coaster in it. You got like a flying balloon that's also like a clown. That's kind of creepy. And a Ferris wheel and stuff.
Yes, this was designed as a PvE arena, but in truth, it's actually a lot more than that. It's more of an aesthetic achievement, not just an interactive one. And it's more than just a coaster. It's an immersive carnival environment, and one of the best I've seen in recent memory.
Oh, that's only because you haven't seen any in recent memory, and you know it.
Speaking purely in terms of the coaster, I mean, the track is curvy, realistic, it's well structured, but be that as it may, the coaster is but one of many attractions in this map. Rollo Folo used his incredible building style to construct a Ferris wheel, a merry-go-round, a variety of tents, and spinning rides.
I don't know what the name of that ride is. I only know that one of those broke down and started flinging people everywhere.
And once again, this is exactly the kind of effect that you want to see from a multiplayer environment. It should be well designed enough to stand alone as an aesthetic environment, and this is one shining example of that. Moving on to land structure of the week. The best land structure of the week is a map titled Taco Bell, Palmdale.
Oh, Taco Bell?
Yes, made by Heziar.
Oh, god damn it, I hate Taco Bell.
Why?
Oh, do you really want to know? Is this really a story you want me to tell?
Sure, why not? I don't really have anything to say. Let's kill some time.
Alright, well I went to Taco Bell once, you know what happened?
What, you ordered a taco?
How did you know? Are you psychic?
No, that's what everybody does when they go to Taco Bell. I'm just not stupid.
Okay, fine, fair enough. Yes, I ordered a taco. What I got appeared to be a taco. But when I bit into the supposed so-called taco, I found a foreign object.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yes! There was some sort of cyst or something.
Cyst? Jesus.
Yes, it was like a cancerous tumor inside the taco. It was hard and slimy, like a marble, except much smaller, like the size of a pea.
That sounds like a kidney stone.
Oh god! Are you telling me somebody put their kidney stone in my taco?
That appears to be what happened, yes.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
No, this is Taco Bell, but apparently Wilfred doesn't like it. I like this Taco Bell. I suppose the food is questionable, but this is what small-scale land structures are all about. Detail, structural energy, and more detail. But what I love about this particular structure is that Heziar, I trust I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, didn't settle with creating the restaurant in and of itself. Instead, he took it to the next level and gave us parking lots, elaborate roads, and a dozen individually tailored cars and such.
Yes, Heziar went all out on this one and spared no expense with the interior, the exterior, and the poisonous government-tainted tacos.
Yes, the exterior is spot on and it gives a lot of thematic feel of exactly what you'd expect to see at a Taco Bell when you're driving by one mid-afternoon. You've got cars speeding by on the highway, turning into the parking lot, sitting in a single file line in front of the drive-through window. And on the inside, this is equally impressive. The kitchen, the seating arrangements, the drive-through area, and even the drink station are all perfectly designed and executed with some careful restraint to avoid making it look muddled. So good job, yes sir.
Yes, sir.
That's not how you pronounce his name.
Yes, it is. Shut up.
Okay, gadget of the week. The best gadget of the week is a gadget titled All in One Room by Euclides. With, like, it's missing the I, but whatever. We'll just pretend we just assume that he misspelled his name.
I know so many people on PMC misspell their name all the time.
I don't know, but they seem to do it a lot. This is one of those redstone devices that serves no real purpose other than looking cool.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, this is a seemingly simple room that's actually far more complex than you'd imagine. Through some redstone wizardry.
Witchcraft! I knew it! You will be burned at the stake, Euclides!
Yes, God damn it, I can't even pronounce his name. Euclides has engineered 12 hidden doors and mechanisms that grant the player access to all the tools one would need in survival mode. The crux here is that there really isn't any point in hiding everything in your house, but who really cares about that? It's cool, that's all that matters.
It's probably to keep the dust from gathering on the crafting table.
Yes, you want to avoid the dusty crafting table, otherwise the crafting table doesn't work.
The dust particles will fly into your eyes and you will go blind!
No. But now with the push of a button, you can summon a furnace, a nether portal, some storage space, an armor stand, lights, beds, an anvil, a crafting table, and an experience dispenser with the push of a button. But let's get down to what's really impressive about this device. The amount of space Euclides used on the exterior to make all of these magical hidden doors possible is just crazy. I mean, it's just about as compact as you could possibly make all of this, and it speaks to not only his knowledge of redstone, but also his ambition in finding every niche and every shortcut to make it as small as possible.
Yes, I'm far too lazy to do something like that. I would have just made it like 100 by 100 blocks and just stopped.
That's why you're never featured on Week in Review, because you suck.
God damn it, I will be on Week in Review one of these days. You'll just wait and see. Just wait and see.
And again, there's nothing really necessary about this. It's just like a science project. It's just there to look cool, and it accomplishes that task flawlessly. Okay, Mega Build of the Week.
Oh, I think we should acknowledge something before we talk about Mega Build.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, you may notice that there's no video portion of this week's episode of Week in Review, so sorry about that, but you know, I asked myself a question last weekend. Do I really want to spend 5 days out of the week making stupid animations for Week in Review and not doing anything else for the rest of my Minecraft career? No, I don't want to do that. So Week in Review is going to be more minimalist from now on, so that I can actually focus on other projects, other animations, and other things that you might enjoy.
You will enjoy it. There's an animation of me coming out soon, giving one of my classic rants, and you guys had better watch it, otherwise I will come to your house in the middle of the night and behead you.
That sounds like a threat.
Yes, that's because it was Gray. What? Are you jealous?
No.
Jealous of my threats? My threats get me laid on a weekly basis.
So give me an example.
I went up to this girl once. She was walking down the street, and I was like, "Hey, bitch! If you don't get naked right now, I'm going to fly over there. I'm going to stab you." So let's do this, old school style. And she ran away. And she just was screaming. It was horrible. The police came. I had to kill them. It's kind of unfortunate. It was a whole ordeal. We had to get the broomsticks out and clean up the 7 heads and the disemboweled body parts. It was just a mess. It was a bad Friday night for me. I did not get laid. Just like to point that out. But next week it will happen.
Yeah, well, okay. The bronze medal, the first of 2 bronze medals, goes to a build titled Wonderland Express by Archer54. This is a train, and it's also a castle.
My god. This looks this is an expensive train.
Yeah, it is. It's totally non-practical, because I don't know how... I mean, if this thing derailed, we're talking like a Hurricane Katrina class disaster event. This would make for a great movie, like that movie with Denzel Washington, where the train speeds out of control for virtually no reason, and they have to stop it before it conveniently crashes into like a chemical plant and destroys wipes out all life on the eastern seaboard. But
That was a good movie.
no, it really was. It was a terrible movie. But this is like that, except much worse if this were to speed out of control. So good job, Archer54. Well done. The other bronze medal goes to a build titled Westminster Abbey.
Oh, this is British in nature, so I will talk about this one.
All right, fine, because you're the expert on British things. I mean, you're from the Nether. Why wouldn't you be?
I'm also from England.
You can't be from two places. You can only be from one place.
I'm from both, don't you understand? One of them is where I literally live, the other one I live in my head. I live in two places, goddammit, it's possible. I have a vacation house in London.
Okay, fine. Describe Westminster Abbey.
Yes, this is a building where a group of Satanists gather on a weekly basis to—
No. That's lies. That's false in every way, and I'm taking over.
No, goddamn you, I want to talk about this.
You're just gonna take it to a weird place, and nobody wants to hear it, Wilfred. Shut up.
Fine, you can talk about it.
Yes, it's like a cathedral, and it's very grand, and it's actually like in a diamond shape, or at least the plot of it is, which is kind of cool. You don't see that very often in Minecraft. You usually see like a rectangle, but this is a little bit more complicated than that. Don't really know, I don't think the building is built on any diagonals, which would be impressive if it was, but it's just the plot. I think that's a cool detail. I think that the architecture is good too. Did I even say who made this?
No, you did not.
Oh, now I see why I didn't say who made this, because I can't read the f***ing name. Okay, so who made this was somebody named Rladudgns 0521. Rladudgns 0521. Yes, that is the worst name, the single worst name ever in the history of the internet. No, in the history of mankind. I'm going to upgrade that, mankind.
That is pretty— I don't even know what he was going for there.
It looks like he just randomly hit his keyboard with his hands when he was signing up for PMC. That's literally what it looks like. It looks like he just like had a temper tantrum like the angry German kid, and he just hit the keyboard, and that was his name. He just decided, fine, we'll just do that. Whatever. The silver medal, one of 2 silver medals. Yes, we're giving out 2 bronze and 2 silver this week. Deal with it. Sue me.
I will sue you. I'll sue you in England.
No, you won't. Tom Cruise will, though. The first of 2 silver medals goes to a build titled Spireo, Modern Office Buildings Complex by Sky Designer. And this is, wow, this is a modern office complex, and it's very modern, and it's got some curving roadways with some trees and some lamp posts and whatnot. Yeah, this could use a few renders, I think. But other than that, it's some really good architecture and some really good— I don't know if there's interior work, because he didn't bother showing any images of it. Usually when they don't show images of the interior, you just have to assume that there isn't any. So I'm just going to assume there isn't any. If there is, shame on you, Sky Designer. You should put some pictures in your project. Then maybe we'd be talking about it. Maybe you would have gotten the gold medal instead of the silver medal. And, well, you just think about that every day for the rest of your life.
I don't think he cares.
No, he probably doesn't. It'd be sad if he really cared that much about getting a silver medal instead of a gold medal on Week in Review. Really sad. Moving on to the second of said silver medals.
The silver medals of legend.
Yes, which goes to a build titled Ancient Dream by Victoria Faith China. Another weird name.
She's Victoria Faith of China. She lives in China.
Yes, this looks kind of, I don't know, Japanese in nature. I don't know. Chinese. Is there a difference between Japanese and Chinese architecture?
There is, but I can't tell the difference. Is that racist?
Probably racist. Yeah, I would say probably. Most definitely we're racist. It's okay. Donald Trump's a racist. He's admitted to being a racist, and guess what? His polls just go up when he says that. Donald Trump's no, it's true.
Did he really?
Yeah, he wouldn't disavow some crazy KKK member for supporting him, and his polls went up. Like, it doesn't make any sense, really. Like, every time he says something horrible, his polls just go up.
I believe one time he said he could shoot someone in 5th Avenue and his polls would go up.
Yeah, in fact, he did do that, and his polls did go up. He shot a man in cold blood. Nobody cared. His polls just went up by like 5%. So yeah, get ready for President Trump, everyone.
My God, we're so
It's because people are stupid. I don't know what the hell's wrong with people. Well, you can't really blame them. I mean, Rubio and Cruz are pretty much the worst candidates you could probably come up with. That's probably why. And Clinton isn't much better. But this is, we haven't even talked about the build. We're talking politics here. We haven't talked about the build.
Yes, let's talk about the dragonfly. The dragonfly of legend. It breathes fire.
Maybe. It's not breathing fire here, but we can assume. We can make assumptions, of course. Yeah, there's a giant dragonfly. That's pretty cool. It's like a dojo. I don't know. It's like, this is the dojo where Master Kung Shao lives.
Master Kung Shao, I challenge you to a duel on Dragon Mountain, sir.
Yes, I actually challenged Master Kung Shao to a duel on Dragon Mountain, and he refused, flat out. He just said no. And then he stopped making PMC projects. So, I guess I scared him away.
Yes, you sure did. Let's move on to the gold medal.
Yes, we shall move on to the gold medal, which goes to a build titled Ezanau by Camine Lot. And every week, there's never a shortage of rustic medieval villages here on PMC. So this week, I'm just gonna throw the rustic village community a bone. As far as medieval cities go, this is top-notch. It's built atop some rigid cliff sides. It's a massive city adorned with dozens of unique structures lined with expertly decorated streets and alleyways.
Alleyways where you'll get mugged, burgled, robbed, stabbed with a knife.
Hopefully not. This is a downright profuse application of rustic detailing right here. And the true centerpiece of this map, however, is the massive castle, which is separated from the main city by a precariously hanging bridge. But the castle is so compounded with details and structural anomalies that it actually looks like a pile of houses.
It's like a tornado lifted all the houses up and just put them in a neat little pile over in the corner.
It's certainly not a simplistic rendition of a castle, and that's probably a good thing. But this is exactly what a medieval city is supposed to look like. It's not neat and orderly, and it's not symmetrical.
Goddamn symmetrical shit, I'm tired of it.
Yes, this is rough around the edges. Some call that messy. I call it nuanced. Moving on to Air Structure of the Week, the gold medal goes to a build titled Z313 AEW&C.
AEW&C? Like the YMCA?
No, not at all. It actually stands for Airborne Early Warning and Control, and it was made by Lottie Zero, with numbers in his name because he thinks that's clever. Whatever. This is something that I don't think I've ever seen done in Minecraft. I mean, we've all seen our fair share of Boeings, fighter jets, and blimps, but this feels like a breath of fresh air. As far as exterior details go, Lottie Zero did a fantastic job with the black radar dish that magically detects aircrafts in the surrounding area.
How does it do that? Is it a magical disc forged by wizards?
No, it's scientific.
Oh, well, I'm not interested in that. Science is boring.
Yeah, okay. But adding the cobwebs to the tips of the wings and the engines was a special touch that really adds an extra dimension of realism to the build as well. But the interior is definitely the thing that I find most fascinating about this. The whole thing is elegantly decorated with rows of computers and control stations, and it's a step up compared to what you normally find on the interior of an aircraft. So good job, Lottie Zero. Moving on to decor, we actually have a really special piece of decor to talk about this week.
Oh, do tell. What's this so-called special piece of decor that we must talk about?
Well, it's actually not it's not a typical piece of decor. It actually has a little bit of a twist, I suppose you could say. This is the Four Seasons of Garden by Hiraji-san. Oh, Hiraji-san! This is some absolutely brilliant decor. I mean it. This is an astounding achievement, and it's something that pushes the boundaries of how we think about interior work. And well, in short, this is a small 20 by 20 Japanese garden shown from behind two sliding doors. The vantage point in and of itself is an interesting take because it forces the viewer to see the project from a fixed viewpoint instead of, seeing it from multiple angles. It makes the placement of every piece of decor all the more important. Speaking of placement, Hiraji-san, or Hiraji-san, if you want to say it in the Japanese sense of the name, does something almost totally unprecedented here. Instead of simply showing a garden, the project shows the garden in 4 seasonal variants. So in doing this, Hiraji-san has taken this project to the next level and given some more meaning to a simple 20 by 20 area. And it's the variability of each seasonal layout that's remarkable, and each scene that kind of perfectly fits the season it's meant to depict. It's a really powerful idea, and one that's executed just about as well as you could possibly imagine, so good job, Hiraji-san! Oh good, let's talk about organic work. The bronze medal for organic work goes to a build titled Attack of the Airship. by Stony. And this is an airship being attacked by a sea monster.
Wait. This isn't... I don't think that the airship came prepared, because the title of this project is Attack of the Airship, and the airship doesn't seem to be doing much of the attacking here.
No, it doesn't. It looks like it's being ripped to shreds by the Kraken.
Yes, the Kraken! Release the Kraken!
Maybe they should have come with like some weaponry or something. It seems like they just kind of hovered over it and let it eat them, which is odd. It really should be Attack of the Kraken on an airship, not Attack of the Airship. That really doesn't make any sense at all. But it's still pretty cool organic work, so I'll give that to you, Stony. But next time, work on the title, because this title just isn't. It's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me, Stony. Go back to your mother. All right. Silver medal goes to a build titled "We Will Preserve." At first, I thought this was "We Will Persevere," but it's "Preserve" by Rebirth of Sheen. Now, I'm not really sure exactly what this is. It looks like some woman has been frozen in like cryo sleep or something for unknown reasons.
Boobs!
Yeah, I knew you were gonna be drawn to that.
There's boobs in this build. Boobs. But it doesn't matter, because every time I meet a nice girl here on Week in Review, it turns out that she's like a cannibal or on farmersonly.com or something.
Yeah, well, in this case, she's frozen in cryo sleep, so she's not really available at the moment.
God damn it, I'm gonna break that glass and I'm gonna drag her out and I'm gonna say, hey, this isn't all about you. Get out here and mingle with the crowd, selfish wench.
Okay, but this is some good organic work, and it's it's actually kind of creepy. I don't know why, it just kind of seems creepy. This is like something out of the Matrix, I don't know. But good job, Rebirth of Sheen, which brings us to the gold medal, which goes to a build titled Triangular Ascension 2.0 Cyberpunk Hangar by Denzaru.
Oh my god, what the hell is this?
Yeah, this is crazy. This is actually a sequel to Triangular Ascension, though it really doesn't remind me of Triangular Ascension at all. So I don't really know what they have in common. But this is large-scale interior space, and not the typical one that we talk about here on Week in Review, not the large-scale house or the boat or the plane. Hell, we've even done the Millennium Falcon before. But this is something special. This appears to be the interior of a technologically advanced hangar bay, and there's a lot to digest here. Every surface of this room is packed with cylindrical apparatuses, panels, tubes, wiring, and assortment of things that I can't even identify.
It's unidentifiable. It's alien technology.
Yeah, and at the back there's a sort of spinning exhaust fan that's shooting alpha particles into a tube. Not sure what that's all about. I guess this is just one of those things that's filled to the brim with an endless amount of creativity.
Imagination.
Yeah, imagination too. Creativity and imagination.
They go hand in hand.
Yep, Denzaru absolutely executed no restraint here.
Restraint be damned!
This is just pure insanity, and I love it. Color patterns are pretty wild here too. Credit to Denzaru for having the courage to incorporate shades of pink, teal, purple, and orange into what is already an absolutely crazy array of, well, craziness.
Yes, craziness is the correct word. The word that comes to mind when looking at this.
Alright, let's talk about minigame of the week. The best minigame of the week was an adventure map, a massive adventure map titled The Journey of the Enchanted Crest by Mick5.
Oh, the Journey of the Enchanted Crest? That sounds like an epic tale of the ages.
I'll say this, I'm not typically impressed by adventure maps, but I'm not really that into them, if I'm being completely honest, but this one defies even my inherent bias, and it does so because of how large-scale and professionally made it is. This map is massive, full of dozens of areas and thousands, yes, thousands of command blocks. Why are there thousands of command blocks, you might ask? That's the unfortunate price of engineering an epic adventure map. With side quests, scripted events, cutscenes, custom mobs and items, a currency system, interactive items and environments, a fast travel system, and dungeons full of traps and puzzles.
My god, this is the best adventure map ever.
Yeah, I haven't even played it. It isn't even out yet. I just looked at it I just looked at the previews, and it's pretty... To be sure, this map represents a tremendous show of hard work and determination, and it presents the player with a professional-grade gaming experience that you would expect from something that you actually paid for.
This should be on Steam. Could make thousands, no, millions of dollars.
Well, it's made with Minecraft, so I don't think it would qualify for Steam, but yeah, you'd have to actually design your own gaming engine for that. Moving on to Hub of the Week. The best Hub of the Week is a survival spawn titled The Color Factory by Hub Master Extraordinaire Solari. And this is a massive survival spawn filled with tons of industrial structures and motifs. And every piece of architecture, be it the massive crane, the elevated railways, the steam chutes, or the blimp, is well built and fits the overall theme brilliantly. In terms of layout, this is a really complex spawn. You don't normally see multiple platforms in elevated areas like this. It's not typical. It's not the typical radially symmetrical hub that you usually expect to see. I think that this is I think that the thing that's most noteworthy here is the fact that this looks nothing like a hub. I suppose this is the sort of the goal when it comes to spawns. You want to fool people into thinking it's more of a standalone masterpiece rather than just another mundane lobby. This is definitely not mundane, that's for sure.
No, it is not. It is glorious. Good job, Solari.
Oh, now we gotta talk about Terraforming of the Week. Okay, good. Funny story about Terraforming this week, and we'll get to it after we talk about the winner of the bronze medal, which goes to Deranged Winters by For the War. Now, this is very good terraforming, and you're wondering why it gets the bronze medal instead of the silver or the gold. Well, it's because when I was judging this and when I was analyzing it, there was only one picture. For the War uploaded one screenshot for this, so I did not have the ability to really judge it in its full glory. So yes, maybe it deserves the silver or the gold medal, but hey, you can't blame me. I can only judge what I see. He actually uploaded a few more images after I was already done reviewing everything. So there's nothing I could do really at this juncture. But it gets bronze. It certainly deserves something, I suppose. It's some globular terraforming, kind of like what you'd see out of Gabersid.
Gabersid? He ripped off Gabersid's style. He does not deserve a bronze medal for that. You plagiarist son of a bitch. How dare you? You will be prosecuted by the FBI, sir. They take Minecraft very seriously, I'll have you know.
No, they do not. Moving on to the silver medal, which goes to a map titled 2016 Island by Tyler Timoj. Wow, Tyler Timoj was actually on Week in Review a long time ago, and he just, like, vanished off the face of the earth. But he's back, and he's made this, which is just the standard island with some multiple biomes and terrains. You've got some sandy beaches, some snowy tundras, you got some cliffs, and some forests, and some canyons. There's some really nice terraforming. Nothing too outside the box, or it's certainly not anything we haven't seen before, but nonetheless, it's a good multi-biome map. I don't know exactly how big it is. I don't think he specifies. It looks to be like 1,000 by 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, something like that. I don't think it's 10,000. I think it's smaller than that. Whatever, good job, Tyler Timoj. Well done. Which brings us to the gold medal for terraforming, which goes to Heziar Mountains by Creepy26.
Okay, what the hell is this? This is not good enough.
Once again, you define everything by quantity rather than quality, Wilfred.
Quantity is important.
Not as important as quality.
I disagree. I think quantity is more important than quality.
And why is that?
Well, now take this for example. Would you prefer a pristine, crisp $20 bill or a wrinkled, damp $100 bill?
Wow, that's actually a pretty good argument. I can't believe that you came up with that.
I know. I take full credit for that.
So you're saying that a poor quality $100 bill is worth more than a mint condition $20 bill?
Correct.
Wow, okay, I guess you're right. Quality is less important than quantity. I stand corrected. You're obviously right. No, you're not. This is good terraforming. It's not big. And if you're familiar with Week in Review, you should know instantly why I like it so much. It's got texture in the form of material combinations, and that's something most terrains lack these days. And this is pretty much something straight out of the terraforming playbook of Velocity.
Again, more plagiarism. What, do you feature plagiarists on Week in Review now, Gray? Is that your standard? You're pathetic. I resign. I resign from this show.
Good, we don't want you here.
I take back my resignation. I want to be rehired.
But sorry, you're fired. Get out. Pack your bags, pack your knives, and go.
You got that from Top Chef, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. This isn't a cooking show, which it makes no sense why I said that. I don't know why I said that. You'll have to look into that and decide. Make of it what you will. But this is this is not merely an amalgamation of stone. It's an amalgamation of multiple resources. You've got Shades of Grey.
A good movie.
No, it wasn't a good movie. That was a terrible movie. You.
Whatever.
You've got the shades of gray, patches of green, a sprinkling of brown here and there. The result? You've got mountains splotched with patches of color, which create an illusion of natural texture. It's not easy to do, but when it's done right, the effects are quite noteworthy. And when you look at the map from above, the sharp ridges look stunningly realistic. This is a map that can be viewed from multiple angles, and each angle gives the viewer something new and intriguing to discover. So good job, Creepy26. Moving on to Water Structure of the Week, which goes to a build titled SS Rusty Gaff by Nels7.
Rusty Gaff? That sounds like a venereal disease.
Yeah, it does.
I have to apply this ointment 3 times a day because of my goddamn rusty gaff. It's quite embarrassing with the ladies, but...
Yeah, it's not exactly the most appealing name, but the hull is quite beautifully decorated and bears a nice curve that gives the ship a lot of character and uniqueness. The deck is adorned with a lot of machinery and a lot more detail than what is commonly expected from a ship of this size. And as if the sails weren't beautiful enough, Nels7 took the extra step and created a version with the sails raised and a version with the sails down. That's a little bit of extra work that gives something a more interactive and functional feel, if anything else. But in terms of interior work, there was a lot of thought put into the makeup of the interior space, both below deck and in the cabin. Overall, this is one of those things that shines inside, outside, and from every angle. So good job, Nels7. Plot of the Week, which goes to a build titled Riverside Lodge by Val'Thear.
Oh, here we go, Val'Thear, your favorite PMC user.
Not my favorite. I actually prefer Blockworks, if we're being completely honest.
Well, you could have fooled me. This guy's on Weekend Review every week.
He is, because he deserves it, because he's doing things that nobody else is doing, which is creating incredibly dense atmospheres with a lot of detail. I don't know how he does it, but he's done it again. Leave it to Velocity to compress so much detail and so much decor into such a small space. And we're not just talking about interior decor here. The whole plot, inside and out, is covered in a generous application of texture, foliage, hanging sheets, beautiful scenery. It's the complete package. And the interior, as you well know, is simply saturated in details. You got basically the placement of every single piece of decor is meaningful and serves to create an incredible atmosphere. But the atmosphere is not just contained to the interior space. The whole plot bears an immersive atmosphere that transcends what you typically find in a plot. Velocity has some strange magical ability,
witchcraft,
to flood an area with an overwhelming amount of elements without muddling it, and it's a really remarkable skill that transforms the ordinary into something truly extraordinary. So good job, Velocity. Which brings us to Map of the Week. There are 5 medals to hand. Oh no, 4 medals. I take that back. False. Not true. 4 medals for maps this week. 2 bronze, 1 silver, and 1 gold. The first bronze goes to a build titled Val'Thear, the Cursed Island by Islet.
My god, this looks like something out of Cloverfield. John Goodman is going to kick that thing's ass in the sequel. You just wait and see.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think that monster is going to be in the sequel. But this is some really good Cthulhu-esque organic work, kind of used to create this monstrous Kraken-type monster that's coming up onto the shores of this island with this castle. I don't know what it's going to do on the island. Maybe it's just going to hang out. Maybe it's going to tear the castle down. I don't know. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait for the movie to come out.
In theaters July 2016. Rated PG-13.
PG-13 is how you know it's a crappy movie. The second bronze medal goes to a build titled The Final Countdown by Lord Block. Don't you dare sing that song, Wilfred. No. Shh. Be quiet. let's talk about this build, which has nothing to do with that song. This is a scene that's actually quite similar to the last one we saw. There's some monster poking its head out of some trans-dimensional portal to another dimension, and it's shooting fireballs at this castle. Now, I don't know why this is happening. I don't know what the people of this fine city did to piss off this creature, but to be sure, he is pissed.
Yes, and he is bringing the fire!
Yes, and there's lots of nice terraforming, organic work, and structural components in this map. It's actually the best of all three worlds, so really well done, Lord Block. Moving on to the silver medal, which goes to a map titled The Lands of Alkern by Madros. And there's not much to say about this one. It's just massive. Tons of cities, tons of terrains, tons of biomes. You got some... I don't know how Madros did this. It's absolutely stunning. I guess this is kind of like an RPG, a map of sorts, where an adventure would take place.
Yes, an adventure of the ages.
And there's lots of... I really like this... I don't know if this is a graveyard or what, this fenced-in area here. This is kind of the first picture on the thing. I don't know what that is, but it looks damn cool. That I will tell you. So really well done, Madros. Which brings us to the gold medal, which goes to Chocolate Origins by Mr. Smith MC.
Chocolate. Yes.
Who doesn't love chocolate? Don't be coy. We all know you love it. Everybody loves chocolate. And it just so happens that this thing is made of chocolate. This map is all things chocolate condensed into a chocolate monastery surrounded by an ocean of swirly, chocolatey chocolateness. It's very thematic, and it's very easy to understand exactly what this map is all about. And one of the things I love about this map is the fact that Mr. Smith MC was smart enough to surround the monastery with tundra terrain.
Why is that smart?
Because if it were in the middle of a hot savanna terrain, then we'd be talking about chocolate soup, not a chocolate kingdom.
Oh yes, I suppose you're right. Yes, if you want to live in a chocolate paradise, you've got to do it in Canada, I'm afraid.
But getting to the actual build, this project incorporates a lot of different motifs, each of which adds an extra dimension of chocolate, among other things. You've got roofing made of ice cream cones, a chocolate crane, designed to hoist chocolate chunks wedged in the red and white ocean that may or may not be ice cream, and rainbows. Not sure what the rainbows bring to the table, but nice touch nonetheless. All in all, the architecture is fantastic, the terraforming's clever, and it's a veritable ocean of M&Ms floating in the water like a sea of life preservers. That's an amazing effect that it makes this one of the sweetest builds I've seen in ages.
Oh, puns! God damn it, Gray! I hate puns! How dare you have offended me!
Yes, I've offended everybody who hates puns. Oh, that's it. The episode is over. It's been concluded. I hope that you enjoyed, despite the fact that there is no animation and there never will be again in Week in Review, because I don't want to spend 5 days a week doing animation every week for the rest of my life. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to do it. So sorry if you disagree with that life choice, but, deal with it. So I'll see you guys again next week. Please do enjoy your list of qualifiers. I promise I will never leave this show in the hands of Wilford J. Pemberley ever again. That you can be sure of.
Why not?
Because you're a lunatic, and you don't actually talk about the builds. You just crack jokes and mock people for being fat.
But that's my style, that's my flair, that's what I bring to the table.
You, your style sucks, and you're banned from Week in Review.
God damn it!
5, 4, 3.
to the coast of America. It will be far bigger than any normal tidal wave. This is what scientists call a mega tsunami.